Welcome to hole number one of this Supernova 9-hole cup. Extra mile and a quasar is what we're playing here. Max top and a couple bars of right spin. The reason for that right spin is we need to counter the slope of this fairway that comes in from those rocks on the right, which will push that ball down to the left. So take that into consideration no matter how you're going to set up this shot. I adjust here for the wind at 10% maximum distance. After that, we're going to push it up here just to max, just to make sure we're getting the most distance possible. And I end up giving this a couple of bars of overpower as well. If we have a direct tailwind, you probably wouldn't need to use quite so much overpower in this situation. But if we have a headwind here, you might want to play like max overpower. It's all going to depend what ball, what club, what wind situation. So then from 349 yards, I'm playing a rough bump with my sniper, and we play that with negative 10% minimum distance here on this shot. Now, you see I'm just looking around trying to find a solid landing position. We sort of settle in with that yellow ring just touching the edge of the rough, and I give this 2.8 bars of backspin and about 0.3 left. I found that this was a pretty darn consistent setup here in this condition. Now, spoiler, we don't quite drop this one, but you're going to see how ever so close this one played. I think I over adjusted by just a smidge here, probably 0.2 or so. So, that's where having those grid lines on your screen, it comes in so handy to get a nice clean pull. But just about, I'll save my booms for the tournament. Hole number two, and we have a pretty difficult par three. Now, at first glance, it doesn't seem like a big deal. Max back, max right, here with my level 5 sniper and a quasar ball. And I really just set this one up with the bottom of that yellow ring, very close to the front left here, and go directly at the hole. The problem here is there's not too many flat landing positions to work with. There is that rough bump that does play in front of the green that some people will definitely be interested in. At the stage of recording this shot, it wasn't really the play for me. These days, though, I'm definitely going to give that a look. Otherwise, here, you just need to find that perfect little line and pull slightly less here. We'd have had this one in. Hole number three, this par 5, it's worth using a Kingmaker for because this is all about the drive. Max top, max left here. Now, if you have a max level quarterback, be careful with that top spin. If we have tailwind, you definitely could hit the rough here. However, as you can see here, we're setting it up with that red ring on the left, and I'm adjusting here 10% max. I am adjusting into overpower a little bit, but you're going to see we're going to give it basically max left curl and a little bit of overpower here. Probably I'd say like, 2-3 rings or so, and that is a slight headwind we're working into. This drive is the most important part of the shot. If you can get it up here to this second fairway, you give yourself a very straightforward second shot with the wood club. If you give yourself into the rough there, it's going to be difficult to save eagle here. But nonetheless, this second shot, it plays very, very close to maximum distance. You might want to use your slider here if you're familiar with that concept. And I give this one about 3.8 bars of backspin, 1 right spin to just sort of straighten it into the wind here. And as you can see, this green does slope, from the left down to the right. And you want to take that into consideration when you're lining up your ball guide. And with this distance here, we're going to pull it like, what did I say? Forward to see there, 4.6 rings or so. So we give it a nice little pull. And I think I might have been just a little bit heavy on this one. Not too sure. And as you can see, that ball, there's always little tweaks that could be made. However, bottom line here, make a nice drive with the quarterback and the side spin 3 ball and get this one up and over. And you give yourself a very, very nice chance for Albie. We'll see you on number 4. Hole number 4, this par 4 is a very, very difficult hole to get eagle. I'm going max right here, which is 2 bars of right spin and about 3 bars of top spin just to make a nice clean bounce over the river type of shot here. Red ring on the right, and I make a clean 10% max adjustment. Now, if you're feeling spicy and the wind is feeling forgiving, this is the kind of shot where you can actually go max overpower, max top, max right, and bounce it up to the 3rd fairway you'll see come into view near the end of this shot's rollout. That will give you a short iron to the green. However, that is a challenging shot that requires the right setup. See it just coming into view on the right there? You can make it up there, but there's a high risk that you don't as well. Second shot from this path, I play with about 5 bars of top spin and 0.5 bars of left spin. Take special note where I set up this yellow ring. I've got a small percentage of it cutting into the fairway well, I guess you'd say that that green ring is very, very close to the top of the rough. This is a side wind, so negative 10% medium adjustment is what we played here. I think negative 5% would have been absolutely perfect. However, this negative 10 is a very good starting place and where I'll be starting, well, where I would start from if I was playing here from the front tee. So Titan ball, clean adjustment there, negative 10, medium distance, and this rough bump, it can be a little glitchy. There's a big slope you're landing on, but once you get it dialed in, it's going to be your best friend. Hole number 5 is our second par 5 of this tournament, and I think this is a great chance for Albatross. Tighten in an extra mile. I got about 1 bar of left spin, 3 bars of top spin here. Now, I know that you see my side spin all wonky-like, and you're wondering, what the heck, bro? Just a little bit older footage. Just play 2 bars of side spin with your Titan. I make a 10% max distance adjustment here. No push-up, no overpower, no monkey business. We're just playing it cleanly to this small central fairway pad. So a bounce, 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 and a little roll. You can make it a little further down here. However, just play it safe and you give yourself a beautiful second shot with your sniper. Now, this one, I set it up for a 5% max distance adjustment into this very low wind. I have regrets here that we didn't drop this, but 1 bar backspin, and I'm literally just bouncing over this bunker. Third bounce, as you can see, is right at the fringe there. Just kind of a bit of a marker if you don't have a level 7 sniper, which is where that ball guide gets a little bit longer. And, well, it gets to be max 100, which is important. So 5% max on the pull here. It's just a simple little adjustment. And you can see I just kind of went off the central line there with the pull. So nonetheless, the great ball was really what did us in. This one, though, boy, oh boy, we're going to see a lot of drops here on number 5. There's no doubt about it. Even with that, boy, we are right in the money. We'll see you over on hole number 6. Welcome to hole number 6, which is probably the hardest par 3 in the game. I'm giving this one here 6.2 bars of backspin, 2 left spin. Take careful note of where we're setting up our shot here with that red ring just on that last piece of rough and that second bounce of the club right there on the green. I adjust this shot here with 40% maximum elevation, and I do actually give this about 3/4, half to 3/4 of a ball of left curl. Now, into this nice, delicate tailwind, this plays pretty reasonably easy, but the chance of that hole-in-one is quite tough. When the headwind comes, we're in for some fun. Hole number 7, this last par 4 is actually, I'm going to say, a must eagle. I've given this one 3 bars of right spin, 3 to 4 bars of top spin, and I set it up here. Now, you could use a katana or you could use a kingmaker. Both are going to be pretty darn acceptable choices here. Katana is going to be the more economical choice, of course. Adjust the shot 10% max, and you're going to see a whole bunch of side curl, right curl, a ball and a half here. Just need to get this one over the water, and there's a big slope here. You definitely could run it up over the top. Try not to do that. However, this does trickle on down here and set us up very close to the green. Now, you could definitely get it closer, but from 301 here, this is a very makeable short iron shot. I'm playing this one with the thorn, and with much more distance, you could get your wedge up in there as well, which is why I say this is a must drop. I just give it a little backspin just to control the ball. 1 bar of backspin into this cross headwind, and I adjust this shot at 10% minimum distance with this thorn. Level 5 thorn. You don't need to have massive clubs to play rookie. You just need to make clean, consistent contact with the ball and have a great plan to get yourself those low scores, right? I think so. Heck, I know so. Come on, baby. We got to get some booms around here. I'll see you on number 8. Hole number 8, our final par 3. Now, I think this hole is very makeable. It's very dialable, but we got to work it in. You're going to give it about 2.5 bars of backspin here and about 1 bar of left spin. I adjust the shot at 10% medium distance, and as you can see, you don't have to mess around a lot. It's very straightforward, nice, clean, consistent landing position here. So much of this is going to have to do with the wind angle that we're given and your ability to hit perfect once we dial this shot in. Be careful, though. This green slopes steeply on the back and the sides. It does not take much to have this thing roll off the back, so err on the side of more backspin than less. Hole number 9, the final hole of this tournament. I'm setting it up with the Titan ball and a quarterback, 2 top, 2 bars of right spin, and I've got this one very close to the rough on the right. You can play it a little more away from the rough and just add a little bit more right spin with a different ball or more curl. It all depends how you want to play it. The idea is we're hugging the right side of the fairway here with that curl, as you can see, and we want to get it up to near the end without going over, because the second shot is quite long and it's interesting and kind of difficult all at the same time. It's going to be very difficult to get an LB here from the front tee with most rookie clubs. Second shot, big dog. As you can see, we're very close to max distance, and I'm setting it up just ahead of that rock. I end up giving this like 1.5 bars of topspin, and as you can see with a level 3 big dog, we don't have a lot of ball guide to work with. So this is really going to come down to your bag, the account that you're playing. But make the shot 10% max, and the thing is, as long as you can hit the rough here, you're going to have yourself basically a guaranteed eagle. That rock could be a little bit of a challenge, so stay away from it. Roll it up here. You can get this one to go once in a while. Good luck, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Well, good luck in the tournament.